सब्सक्राइब करिए शॉर्ट एंड डिक्टेशंस चैनल को और दबाइए इस बेल आइकन को ताकि आपको मिले लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स।
Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Then we decide how to produce those things in India. In order to meet a particular variety of needs, we have now to put up a factory which will produce the goods that we need 5 years hence. Thus, planning is a much more complicated process than merely drawing up some schemes and fixing a system of priorities. Behind all this is another factor: finance. Finance is important, but not so important as people think. What is really important is drawing up the physical needs of the people and then working to produce things which will fulfill such needs. If you are producing wealth, it does not matter very much if you have some deficit financing, because you are actually putting money back through goods and services. Therefore, it does not matter how you manipulate your currency so long as your production is also keeping pace with it. Of course, there is the fear of inflation. We must avoid it. But there is no such fear at present in India. On the other hand, there is deflation. Nevertheless, we have to guard against inflation. We have to produce the equivalent of the money pumped in. Sometimes there is a gap between investment and production when inflation sets in. For example, let us say we put in 100 crores of rupees in a river valley scheme which takes 7 or 8 years to build. During the years it is being built, we get nothing out of it but expenditure. This can be balanced in cottage industries, in which the gap in time is not large. The additional money that you have put in is not locked up for long. Therefore, in planning, we have to balance heavy industry, light industry, village industry, and cottage industry. We want heavy industry because without it we can never really be an independent country. Light industry too has become essential for us. So has cottage industry. I am putting forward this argument not from the Gandhian ideal, but because it is essential in order to balance heavy industry and to prevent the big gap between the pumping in of money and production. But production is not all. A man works and produces something because he expects others to consume what he produces. If there is no consumption, he stops production. Therefore, whether it is a factory or a cottage unit, consumption of what is produced should be taken care of. Mass production inevitably involves mass consumption, which in turn involves many other factors, chiefly the purchasing power of the consumer. Therefore, planning must take note of the need to provide more purchasing power too.